YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. What's going on? You know who it is. You know who it is. The one and only. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Mr. Byron. Music Man Williams. Yes, indeed. Let's go. What's going on, everybody? What's going on, everybody? Byron Music Man Williams. As always, I am here with EBW Multimedia. Always along with Nairobi 36 Fashion. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. So, we just gonna jump right into it, y'all. It's one thing that a lot of people always skip over or whatnot, or just don't pay attention to. I don't know. But me, it's kind of important. What product is that, ladies and gentlemen? Headphones. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Headphones for both filming and music. Let's get into it. So, headphones. These are a Sony brand. I picked these up, um, man, many years ago. Actually, I shouldn't say many. Like I'm just super ancient and old or whatever you want to call it. But anyway, I picked these up. I've had these probably at least like 10 years, maybe. Um, Again, these are Sony, and I got these when I purchased these. As you can see here, this lovely picture. When I got these headphones, I got them from like CVS or Walgreens or something like that. I paid like 18, 19 bucks for these. Um, but again, for me at that time, what I was doing, they worked well for me. I had the T6i camera at the time and whatnot. You know, these work for me. Sony. They're still good brand. Like I said, I've had these for like 10 years now. And it also depends on how you take care of your things. But they're collapsible, so I can just slide them right into my bag when I'm like on a flight or something like that. Cool, little comfortable little fit. They're alright. They're alright. They cool. The padding on them, as you can see, they aren't the greatest of padding. The build is not it's not the greatest. It's like a hard plastic type of build, but again, for me at that time, what I was doing, they worked absolutely fine for me. Again, made by Sony. I picked these up like CVS, Walgreens for like 19 bucks or whatever back in the day. Again, they cool. They work. Like I said, don't sleep on them. They worked for me. 20 years. I said 20 years. 20 bucks for about 10 years or so. This is actually my second pair. I had a pair of white ones. That was the first ones that I had ever gotten. But again, like I said, they're a hard plastic build, very flimsy. But again, for me at the time, these worked perfectly. Like I said, I had the T6i camera at the time, which is not a heavy camera, just a beginner's type of a camera. And also, like I said, even with music, listening to my laptop on planes and trains and buses and whatnot. And even like I said, when I was doing my music, these were the headphones that I used to listen and to do a little bit of mixing and things of that nature. Yes, headphones. They're actually very important. Um, One of the biggest importance of them, especially when it comes to music, is you don't want the music to bleed from the headphones into your microphone. And that is a big, or that can be a big issue when you go into actually mixing and the editing of the actual the vocals. You do not want that music to bleed into the microphone. So making sure that you have a decent pair of headphones. And like I said, at the time, this is what I had. This is what I could afford. This kind of was what it was, you know? However, I have since grown. I've since grown. But these, I swear by these, the D7, D7, bear with me. I'm just excited to be back, y'all. Bear with me. The DT770 Pros. I love everything about these headphones. The build quality, the sound. They have the dry but crisp sound that I need and I'm looking for when I'm doing my mixings and I'm recording. The way that they hold on to, the grip around their ears versus the Sony. So as you can see, for one, the padding for the ear, it doesn't sit on the ear. So with the Sonys, let's turn these around. The Sonys, they sit right on top of the ear, the padding. But with the DT770s, they coat and cup around the ear, which allows me to be able to cancel out all the noise around me and being able to have it makes me feel closer and more intimate with the actual mix if I'm mixing music. Also, for filming, if I'm filming outdoors, I can plug my headphones in and make sure that the sound quality is where I need it. Make sure the mics are placed exactly where I need them to be placed. As well as when I'm actually on a microphone recording, which is a huge deal to keep the music from bleeding into the microphone. The more expensive mics that you have, the more sensitive because of the larger diagram that's inside of the mic and the sensitivity. So again, with the microphone that I have now, which is the TLM 103, I'll actually do a video on that one. But anyway, again, these headphones, the DT770 Pros. These are 80 ohms, and again, the build quality of these, this is actually a metal. It's a thin metal, but it is a very durable metal. And the padding for the, as you can see, I usually wear them like this. And I'm just wearing them like this because of the video. So it doesn't press my hair down, You know what I mean. But anyways, when I got these particular headphones, as you can see here, these particular headphones at the time were about 160, 170. And they were worth every penny. Again, the build quality of these headphones versus the build quality of these Sonys. As you can see, major, major difference. But again, two different categories, two different times in my life, and two different qualities. Like I said, I had these headphones with the T6i by Canon. That's when I first started out. And then I upgraded from the T6i to the camera that we are filming on right now, which is the Blackmagic Cinema camera. So I have now upgraded to these headphones, the I keep saying 7, the DT770 Pros. Again, these Sonys, they worked just fine. They worked perfectly for what I needed them for at the time. And like I said, I had these for like 10 years. However, when I jumped into the cinema rig, as well as stepped up and upgraded my microphone and things of that nature, when I decided to upgrade all quality, the headphones are also an important thing on that list. So again, the Sonys, decent build, like I said, again, for what they are and what I needed them for. about $20 at Walgreens, CVS, places like that, even Walmart. And the D7, there we go, the DT 770 Pro, sit around between 160 to 180, and I got these from Guitar Center. Sweetwater also has these as well. But again, I love these headphones. Again, the build quality, it's a metal build. It's a metal build quality, and like I said, the padding. Even if I have these, not if, but holding on to these over the years, I don't have to buy a new pair. I can literally replace this. It unsnaps, and I can just order just this piece here. And even for the actual padding for the headphones, all of these things can be replaced without me ever really having to purchase a new pair. But again, the way they feel, I can wear these for hours if I choose and be completely comfortable. Completely comfortable. And that's a big deal when you're, like I said, you're filming on set somewhere. If you're sitting, even at home doing some mixes on a laptop or whatnot. If I'm on an airplane, train, bus, whatever, you know what I mean? They fit comfortable. And again, this is just where I'm at and the type of equipment that I need now, the type of equipment that I desire to have now. Don't sleep on these. These work well. They work perfect for what I needed them for. Again, the Sonys, about 18 to 20 bucks. CVS, Walgreens, Walmart. Don't sleep on them. They were good. I updated, upgraded, because I needed to, because I had to, because of where I'm going. D7. I'm excited, so bear with me. It's still a surreal moment, a surreal energy that I'm in the very first EBWmultimedia studio and office. However, DT770 Pro headphones and the Sony headphones. It is important, ladies and gentlemen, to make sure that you have a decent pair of headphones, whether you're doing music and or film. And with that said, always love y'all, appreciate y'all, all the love and support. See you next Friday. Peace.